Hello, we're on day 16 and I thought I'd give you a tip to answer a question that we always ask ourselves and ask each other as dealers. What is the best way to run this business? What is the most successful way? What's the way that brings in the most money? What's the easiest way? So my top tip for today would be to run it how you want to, how it suits you and your lifestyle. So there's loads of different options of how to go about it. So it might be you're solely in centres, it might be you've got your own shop, it might be you're solely online, it might be you only do fairs, or it might be you do a combination of all of them. So all of them have pros and cons, but what you must do is pick a combination of all of them or just one that suits your lifestyle and that you find enjoyable, so that you don't end up hating the job. It's really, really, really hard work. Any of those options are hard work, and they all come with slightly different challenges. So find a way that suits you. It sounds obvious, but we sometimes get into the habit of asking other people what they do, and what they do and what suits them is not going to suit us. It might be family commitments or the kind of stock you sell. So if you're selling really big furniture, you might want a base to have the furniture rather than moving it around different markets. So, and also online is a good option. I personally do a combination of all of them. There's lots of dealers that only do fairs. So there's lots of dealers that only in shops, only do fairs, only online. But I would say, I'm not going to say the majority, most do a combination of all of them, which seems to work. So whatever it is, whatever way works for you, do that. And it might be, if you've got younger children, online and in a centre at the moment suits you, but as they grow up, the fairs become something that's more viable for you. So don't worry, is what I'm saying. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just concentrate on what suits you. And it might change. It might be this year. I've had this recently where I had to really scale back all of my fairs the last 2 years and go to more online and more on in the centres. And that's just for personal circumstances. Things happened and I needed to cut back on my fairs and be at home more. So do whatever suits you. Enjoy it however you're doing it. Make it as successful as possible, and in 6 months or a year's time or 5 years' time, it might be that you're off doing something completely different. So don't be afraid to pivot and do something completely different. I think that's one of the bonuses of the job we do, being self-employed as well, and also the kind of people that are antiques and vintage sellers. We are quite good at finding a different way of doing things quickly and then pivoting and doing something different. So that would be my tip for today for you. I do personally antique centres. I'm in 2 antique centres. I used to be in 4 plus a little on the high street shop. I used to have some products in there, and I just found that completely I was okay, and then things happened in life and I couldn't sustain it, so I had to cut back. So quickly cut back to just 2, and what suits me now is more online. So I've always had a website, but I've had a new website built, and my priority now is to really build that website and get that up and running and go and get more stock on there. So I think that will be what helps me. And also if you're on any of the platforms as well, Etsy, Vinted, eBay, I'm going to do a little tip on that tomorrow, I think, because there's some things that have happened personally for me on Vinted, as you know if you've seen my other video, but I won't give the tip away, but I think you might know what it is. But anyway, I'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, for today it was that. So don't get too tunnel visioned, if that's a word, on what everybody else is doing. What works for you the best is the best way to do it. So enjoy it, and enjoy, I suppose, is all I'm saying. And I'll see you tomorrow for I think we're on day 17 tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.